Oops, I hit the live button a little fast, so sorry guys. I need to get that a little bit more, make sure that's straight for you. Okay. I think that looks good. Yes. So happy Saturday morning. I have my coffee with me this morning in my fun Christmas mug. Well, actually it's a winter mug. I guess it is Christmas because there's lights on it from Hobby Lobby and ornaments. I have a cat who is crying this morning. I don't know what she wants, but she's been fed and been snuggled, so whatever. Anyway, so today I'm working on day 16, which is this date, these photos. So we went to a really fantastic Christmas light show, and they advertise that they have the most lights in the United States. And I will say they have a lot of lights. And I think it's hard for me to remember now. I was there either 2 or 3 years ago with my mom, and there are a ton more lights. So it was very cool, really neat night. And we took the selfie after, because you can get out of the car and walk through a little bit of an area as well too. So I took this photo of the two of us, which is not great, but it is what it is. And then this photo as well. And then I have all of these extra photos. And I could turn this into a layout, but I think I want to include this one in my book. I have another one that we did before the weekend before Thanksgiving, actually. And then I have a tree lighting I did the weekend of Thanksgiving. And I was originally going to put those in the book. I think now I'm going to turn those into 12 by 12 layouts and just use these in there. We're talking about maybe doing another Christmas lights one tonight too. And just as a point of interest, so this was on Thursday night, obviously December 15th. We had very, very high winds in Wisconsin that night. And they actually had the tree anchored on a front end loader to keep it up. So that was crazy to see that. So I am not going to do 4x6 photos in, like in pages, all these in different pages and that kind of stuff. Sometimes I'll do that, or I'll create a photo collage, but I decided now is the time for me to use an envelope or a bag or something. So I have, and I showed these before, I have these candy cane striped bags, or I'm gonna grab them, some bags from an Advent kit. So that would be too small. These are too flimsy. These are cute, but I think they're a little bit little. So I could do that. Merry Christmas. Now there are no presents or anything, but I could do, that. I've got one with sugar cookies on, but I think that would be better to use on a cookie layout. There's this Joy one, which is kind of cute. And now, and by the way, I also don't have to worry about coloring because this is what I have to deal with. I'm on the back side. I'm not loving this color with these colors because these two photos will be prominent. This one feels like it would be better if I used it on the way to Christmas. And then I have this guy. Originally, then the photos across from this will be photos of my wrapping paper, I believe. So that's kind of interesting now that I think about it, because that wrapping paper photo, I had originally thought of doing something, I don't know, it's a buffalo plaid. So it's this paper. So I have to think about that because this will be across from these somehow. And I'm thinking more than I think about this, I'm not going to do this one. I think I'm going to do this bag here. I think that will work out better because I think that would work better with this. And let me just make sure that this will be okay to hold these. Yeah, that should be good. I mean, I could always, if I decide that I want to do something else with the wrapping photos, I could always, you know, put a page across from it and then the wrapping photos across from that. So that, so like I could create another page for this layout tomorrow if I decide that I want to do something different with this wrapping paper photo. So I'll figure that out. But so for now, let's say I'm going to do this because I am. And then what I want to do here is I want to punch a hole or 2 holes so that this can sit right in my page protector. And I've done this before. There will be enough room. So I'm just going to take my big hole punch here and punch through this. You can also use your Crop-A-Dile if you have thicker things to punch. I think that was this, I punched the binding of my book to put some bells on, and that was I don't remember who, but a suggestion from a subscriber, and that worked out great. Okay, so these can go in here, and then my thought is that I'll embellish that somehow as well too. Now, I have 2 4x6 photos. This, obviously, will not span that whole way. So my thoughts are that maybe I do my journaling here with some embellishment and some embellishment here. So that leaves me some room to do some paper for sure. And I'm just thinking, this is too tall. This is one I need to use on a full page, which I love that paper, so I need to get that in here. Thought I had some more of that small stripe left. Here it is. And I think this would be good on a layout of Christmas lights. Now, I will tell you, it's not my favorite when my stripe goes away from the page. I normally like it to go this way, but that won't work with this layout. So I'm just going to have to bite the bullet. Now, I'm only going to do the bottom one right now because I don't know what I'm going to do for the top yet. So let's do this. And this is a true 4x6, so I'll just cut it on my trimmer. And then we'll back this. This is actually a little bit shorter than a true 4x6, but that's okay. That I can trim once I get this on my photo. Okay. Just a tiny little edge down here, and that's it. So that I like. So that's this, and then this will go on top of that, and the reveal would only be this tiny little bit on both sides. I'm going to trim this photo down just a little bit because I'd really like to have a border, and there's plenty of room to do that on this photo. So that's, and I might trim just a little bit more off of here as well. You're going to get the light tunnel no matter what here, I think. Okay, yeah, I think that, I like that a lot, the way this looks. So we'll get this frame around here. And now I have stripes and stripes, I just realized. I have stripes here and stripes over there, which may not be the best decision in the whole world, but it is the decision. Okay, so then I have this photo. Now the question is, do I just do a journaling card there? Do I do embellishment there? I don't have any stickers from that sticker sheet, but now that I think about it, in this pack, I have light strings. So let's grab those. Here's a Merry and Bright too. That would work somewhere. Here's one light string. Thought there were two in, yep, there are. There's two in here. So then we could bring that here. We could bring it across here because I don't think that that's that big of a deal if we do that. Or I could bring it in here somehow. Then I'm just thinking that frame won't work. I have this that says it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in the red. Thinking green might be a better choice. I don't know that I like the green across though, this way. This will end up in the margin, and I don't like the frame that way. So let's see. Oh, here I have this one, and this says December 2021. So that would be a good thing to get in my book now. Let me see if I have, if you've seen this, I've backed some of these before with, I like the best part of the season there too, because I love lights. So maybe we'll get that in here. Looking to see if I have any leftovers from when I've been cutting up these cards before, and it does not, oh, I do, but it's not big enough. So let me find another card that will work here. Okay. And here's one right here. So I do like the way this is coming together. And I'm going to kind of center this around these dots a little bit here. Okay, I'm hoping you guys can't hear Lucy the cat because she's still crying. Anyway, so I don't know if I said this, but we were supposed to go out with my grandchildren, go to my grandchildren's for Christmas, and the little guy, number 4, has been pretty sick. So those plans have changed. Now, there's a lot of black in these photos, so it would be good if I could get some black over here as well. Not particularly liking that like that. And since I have my journaling over here, I don't need to do journaling over here. So I think this is a good place to put this other piece of paper here. And then no more of this stripe. This is one of those times where I wish we could buy the paper individually, because I probably would have bought 4 pieces of this or more. Because this is the 15th and I still have half a month and then some to go. But that's okay. I'll keep this little piece so I can use it perhaps. Okay, so then I have this. And I'm going to need to cut off probably the top of this. Question is, do we do it this way? And I need to get a date on here as well. And I like the Merry and Bright. So maybe up here. And then I want some color over here. And instead I found that. I like that. So color me. Now again, it could always be, color could be in those little stars and things like that as well that I'm using. I don't know. Let's see. And I do have stars in these colors as well. in the die cuts. So I don't have to do, because I could do, here's a Good Times. Oh my goodness, she is being obnoxious. Sorry, you guys. She is being so obnoxious. Sometimes she gets it in her head that she wants me and nothing else will do. So just grabbing the stars that I can find so we can kind of scatter these around. I could also, oh, here's a black one. So that could be kind of interesting to bring in the black again. Let's see. I see lots of, oh, here's some more stars. I was gonna say, I see lots of hearts here. Pink, green. There's a big red one. Here's more green, gray. So let's see. Let's get some over here. Thinking green up here instead of the red that I have. And then what I'm also thinking I should do is maybe mix some dimensionals in here as well. If I put this, you know, get some dimensional things in here. Ooh, and number still need the number. Don't want to forget that. And then maybe one more over here. So maybe that light green. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's get this down since I like how that looks. And then I think what I'll do for dimension is add in the enamel dots. That I think will work great. This on there. The Merry and Bright. And I am covering up a little bit of my journaling space here, but not too badly. I'm going to leave, let's see. There we go. And then to make my life easier, I think I'm going to grab my mini glue dots to get these stars on. Otherwise, that might be not so much fun. And then we'll add this one in here and get that to touch a few of the pieces here. This one here. I think I haven't used these. I like them, but I think I haven't used these because they haven't been dimensional. And I think I've been liking the dimensional look for these. Oh, that glue dot stayed on there. I want to get this down a little bit further, I think. That one's being stubborn. Hey, Carol. Good to see you. Okay, so let's go back over here. And again, date. I need the date on here somewhere. And now that I think about it, so this is day 16. And I haven't used, let me see if I have them in this. I haven't used these. And I do have one in black. So maybe these are old. These are from 2018. And I had a hard time using those that year. I don't know why, I just did. Okay, so my thoughts are, this is going to come off of this. I won't be able to get it all the way on the way it is. And I think I want a little bit of this stripe showing through on this side. And the question is, can I get those two lined up? That line. Normally I don't line the lines up. In this case, I think I want to do it. Okay, so we have that on. Let's trim this photo up. Hey, Jackie. Okay, just trimming that photo. Okay. So then let's get this so it makes sense. I'd like to do that edge there. I think the stars, we'll do it so I have the star and the star there. And maybe the easiest thing to do here is probably just to pop glue dots on here because these are so little. I could grab my fine line bottle as well too and glue it down that way. That's another option here. But I'm just going to grab these little glue dots because they are handy here. Okay, so let's get this guy on here. Just like that, and then I'll just trim it. Okay. Hey, look, I have a hard time using banners like that, you guys, so yay me. Seriously, I don't know why I have a banner issue like that, but I do. Okay, then I'm thinking we want one of those. And then I have red and green here. I could pop this little piece in the string somewhere. It's hard working with pieces this short, or this, okay, that actually I like. So let's get the dots on here. And the dot on here. And then let's think about what's here. I do have one black star here, but I also have a gray star. And I'm thinking I might just want to do the gray star there. So I have like 2 up here, 2 down here, and then this black one we'll just put a hold on for now. Okay. Yeah. Some days I feel triumphant. You know, I grab one and see how I can use it, and I feel triumphant, but they are just, I don't know why they're so hard to use, but they are. Ah, see, Jackie has banner issues too. Yep. I'm not so bad about covering the too much thing. That doesn't bother me but for some reason, I don't know. I find them, here's what I don't like about banners is this space here. I never know quite what to do with it. It always feels like it should be embellished to me, but like, what do you embellish that with? I guess that's my main problem with banners. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit so it doesn't attach itself. I'm still in my robe, you guys. So I was talking to my boyfriend this morning because we're trying to figure out what to do tonight since our plans have changed because poor little M4 is sick. Okay, so then now I want some enamel dots, I think. I don't think there's anything else that I want to go on here. Just kind of looking to see, like looking at the chipboard here. I've got this Great Joy star that I need to get on a layout somewhere. Trying to figure out if I like this better in there or on there. Bring that closer here. I actually think I like it up in the stars here a little bit better. So let's move these up just slightly and try not to wreck the paper behind it. I might not be able to move this up. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm pulling up the paper as I do this, so that's not good. Let's see if I can do this again and get this in here. Maybe if I'm really strategic here, I can cover what I just did. All right. They're not mistakes, they're opportunities for embellishment, right? Or in this case, thinking outside the box. Okay, so I have to cover that because I just made a mess out of that. I think I can get it. Yep. Problem is that the paper is on the back here now. So hang on a second, guys. And you can see, like with this little star, you can see it. So I want to pull that off without breaking the star up. This is exciting. This is exciting watching, but I guess this is, I always say this when I do live videos versus the, you know, the weekly, the 2 weekly that I do that are voiced over. This is the real process versus the voiceover stuff where, you know, it's all nice and edited for you. So you don't see some of the craziness that happens. Okay, so let's see if we can get this on here now. Hide it. Move that just a bit. There we go. And I think this needs a glue dot as well. I've been having problems with the puffy stickers staying. I don't know what it is this year, but they're not being very cooperative. So let's get this on here and then down a little bit if I can do it. Okay, I like that a little bit better, that there's a cluster in there. See, this is my banner issue, is I don't love them that way. So really, ideally, I would want that to go a little bit to the left, but I pulled the paper off, so that's what it is what it is. Okay. I think I'm going to leave this rest of this blank. I think that's good. So it is time for enamel dots. I'm thinking let's rest one in there. So this I have red, blue, and green. And maybe I can nestle one in there, and then I think I'll nestle the other ones into the stars. This needs some more too. So let's add green up here, maybe a red one down there. So that's kind of subtle, but I think it works. I could do a smaller green one up here. Nope, it's going to stick on the page. So let's just leave that. So that one's done. Then, so with this one, I'm thinking, should we do maybe green? Blue and red. So let's do this blue one small, so you can see the contrast against the red one. I think needs to be bigger so you can see the contrast there. And usually these enamel dots are pretty good about staying. If they're not, I will add some glue dots to them later on, you know, staying because they're outside. So that I think is good. And then we just need to do something up there. So we definitely need some blue in here. somewhere. So now I'm thinking about this. How do we want to do this? Maybe like this. There we go. Surrounding everything. That helps solve that issue I had with there being nothing in that area there. This could also probably come right there. There we go. Oops. Thinking we're right here. So it's a little bit like it on the light string. There we go. Just down from the light string. Okay. So then we have all the enamel dots. I think that's done. I think that's good. So, yep, there we go, you guys. So 2 cards there, using a 4x6 photo without or a 3x4 photo without a 3x4 pocket. That's really simple. That photo could have gone over here as well, and I could have used a card over here, but I like those together. And then the other thing to kind of know about this is bringing in the black, so that because that is so black there, I bring in some black down here. So I think that works out nicely. All right, you guys, I am all done for the day. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you're having fun working in your December dailies. And I will be back tomorrow with another layout. Bye, everybody.